Welcome to the Tech Walk for the Mubadala SailGP Season 3 Grand Final in San Francisco. We're here at Pier 80 where the boats get craned in and then they make their way past Alcatraz to where the racecourse will be this weekend right in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's going to be an absolutely blockbuster of a weekend of racing. There's so many battles going on within the fleet, but the one that I'm really looking forward to is France versus Great Britain to see who books their spot in that third place for the final on Sunday. The format for this weekend is there's 5 fleet races that determine the winner for the San Francisco event. Now, what's most important though is that all gets added to the season championship. And then once all the points are added up, we find out who makes that top 3, and then there's a winner takes all grand final on Sunday afternoon. The British team are rolling out because they are headed out for some practice sailing today ahead of this weekend. I'm going to head on in and see if I can grab someone and see if they're ready for the dogfight with the French this weekend. Well, honey, you've got a big battle coming up this weekend, but as a professional sailor, that's what you live for, right? The tight battles when it's all on the line.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the pressure, the nerves, all of those feelings are so unique to competitive sport, and that's just, yeah, it is the moments that you live for as an athlete.
It's hard to prepare for, but how is your team preparing for that fight with the French and ultimately that final?
Yeah, I mean, as best we can. Obviously, we've been going through as many different scenarios, what ifs, you know, how we're going to respond to different situations, just trying to be as best prepared for any eventuality. But it's SailGP, so anything can happen.
What does your training look like on a day like today where there's no practice racing and you just get to focus on yourself?
Yeah, I think today will be really good for us to just get really dialed in with, you know, all the boat handling, the manoeuvres, the communication around that. Just low pressure, just get all of that locked in. So then tomorrow and the weekend we can just focus on the racing.
Oh, well, good luck, and I can't wait to watch.
Thank you.
So a couple of the team bases are out here, but the rest of them are inside this giant shed. Now, fun fact is that this was the base for Oracle Team USA in that iconic 2013 America's Cup. Now let's head on in and see if we can chat to some more sailors. Well, the other team involved in that dogfight we're going to see play out this weekend is the French team. Now, I've just spotted Quentin, so let's grab him for a walk and talk to see how he's feeling ahead of racing. Well, Quentin, you've got a big weekend ahead of you. Are you looking forward to some racing?
Yeah, for sure. Rough racing, for sure.
But as a competitor, I imagine like you dream of these things. Like I was thinking about it, it's you and 3 big gold medalists, and you're in the fight, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I take it as a chance. I mean, we all dream about playing those racing, those games, and yeah, I think all the team is enjoying the moment, and we've got determination. Also, I can feel it. And
finally, San Francisco. It's a pretty iconic sailing place. Are you looking forward to getting out there with the tide and the wind and everything that it offers?
Yeah, it's a tough venue. I mean, the wind here is pretty fresh and heavy in the wing, so difficult to control, and manage the tide is always difficult for the flight controller. I think every team are a bit scared of this venue, but I think it will be interesting to watch.
Well, it certainly will. I can't wait. Good luck this weekend and with the final preparations.
Thank you, Lisa. Bye-bye.
I'll see you soon. The big news today is that the Season 3 Impact League winner got announced, and a huge congratulations to the Denmark SailGP team presented by Rockwool. Luckily enough, I got to catch up with Nikolai and Katja to see what this win meant to their team.
We're super happy and super proud to win the Impact League. It's something we really worked hard on, equally hard as the sailing on the water. So you know, achieving that goal is a big milestone for the team and something we're proud about. So we really wanted to win badly, and we have put a lot of energy into it. It doesn't come easy. It's really competitive between all teams, and the small thing matters. There's no easy way, there's no magic to it. You actually just got to put in the work and do the effort from a full team perspective. Everyone has to do a change and chip in, and yeah, it's been quite hard but fun.
It feels so good to take the win. I'm super proud. I think for me the most special part was to launch the More Speedless Plastic project. I think that's really cool. It's really putting a focus on the fact that we do what we can to race as fast as possible, but at the same time it's possible to help saving the ocean. It's really important. Going from last season and then to the win this season, it's huge for us, and it just shows that if you focus somewhere, it can really pay off, and I think we're gonna do a big effort again next year.
Well, it seems like the Kiwis are taking this pretty seriously with their do not enter sign. They don't want to be bothered, but I'm going to see if they'll make an exception for me. I'll head on in and see if I can grab someone to see how they're feeling ahead of this weekend's racing. Well, Liv, it's an exciting weekend. I'm excited. Are you looking forward to racing this weekend?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be good. We just went and checked out some of the racecourse area. It looks pretty nice out there.
Do you know which way to go yet, or is that for the day?
Yeah, or just bang the left, really. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's classic San Fran. Should be really good conditions, actually. Pretty patchy, so I think it'll be pretty complex.
You guys are looking pretty good for that final. I know there's a few points that you got to calculate, but what's your strategy going into the weekend? Obviously, with the 5 races before a final.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about, I mean, we need to sail well to make the final, so we're just focusing on that and doing that well. And we really want to, you know, get in the experience of winning races, so that will set us hopefully up well to get in the final. If we get in the final, it will be all in. So yeah, I've got no doubt of that.
Oh, well, you sound pretty ready to go. So I'll let you go. Good luck with the training, and hopefully talk to you on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Off that magnificent win in New Zealand, the Canadians are sporting a new formal uniform for this weekend. I'm going to see if I can grab someone, have a chat and see how good they look in their new lumberjack shirts. I like the new outfit.
Oh, yeah, they've been rocking these for years. Finally, they're branded with something to represent beyond just a nation of lumberjacks.
Well, you're running off some momentum in Christchurch. You excited to get back out on the water?
For sure, yeah. San Francisco's got a lot of good sailing conditions to offer, so it's going to be epic.
Well, we're in the United States, but we're not that far from home for you. Is anyone coming out to watch for you guys?
Yeah, I got friends, family, my girlfriend, about 15 people actually, so it's a good showing.
Oh, good luck this weekend, and I love the new uniform.
Thanks so much.
See ya. So we had 3 fleet races in official racing today, and it was super interesting because the forecast is what we're expecting on the weekend, and the top teams were back up there at the top. Interesting standout for me was the British team. They absolutely nailed it today. It was super shifty, super gusty. They sailed fast and they also sailed less distance, so keep your eye out for them this weekend.
Oh, Jimmy Spittle, perfect out the blocks there, and he's going to be so fast towards Mark 1. Sure, he's not going to let anything too much go. Next 30 seconds are going to be quite pivotal in this race.
We know practice race doesn't really mean anything because once the pressure is on, anything can happen, but I want to dive into the tech base, see if I can grab some sailors and see how they're feeling, and also we might dive into the data as well and get a little bit nerdy later in this tech walk. Well, the American team, they had some positive moments out there in practice racing. I'm going to have a seat on the couch and see if I can have a chat. Well, we'll start with you, CJ. How was your day out there? You had some good moments.
Yeah, I come in a little frustrated after today. I mean, Jimmy did an awesome job on the starts. You know, we were leading 2 races, and we had a little issue with one of the rudders. We broke a rudder yesterday, so we put a new rudder on today, and it just meant that we couldn't fly the boat very high. So we were really unstable, which was very frustrating, especially when you're in the lead and the reach, and you know, boats coming past you. So yeah, we had a frustrating day, kind of not really moving forward. I
guess the other thing is obviously the token Brit, but it's a home event for the USA team. Everyone's obviously getting ready to crane out, but how cool is it to have a home event?
Yeah, it is cool, you know, and you kind of saw the spectators kind of starting to build on the shore and a bit of commentary, and you can hear the crowd, and that will be cool tomorrow. Yeah, that, and also in Chicago when you do the finish next to the Navy Pier and hear all the crowd, it's pretty cool.
Oh, well, you can go out there, do a victory lap, and you'll be back in Chicago in no time.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a load in North America this year. It's perfect.
I think it's 4 events next season in America, so it'll be really cool. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. The Aussies were right in the mix today in practice racing, and I'm sure that's all they wanted out there today. I might see if I can grab a sailor and see how they feel about how it all went. Will you talk to me? Will you talk to me, please? Hi, how was your day?
That was good. Yeah.
Did Jace do a good job?
Not really. We were porpoising our way around the racetrack.
Did Carl do a good job?
Felt like a Mercedes going down a straight.
Old Lewis Hamilton over here.
Looked pretty tough out there though. Like, was it good fun racing in the shifts?
To be honest, not really. I mean, we were pretty out of control and didn't sail that well, so it wasn't that much fun. But good, you know, to have some improvements, you know, for tomorrow and Sunday.
And are you expecting the same forecast or?
Yeah, today on the forecast was the lightest, the windiest it was going to be. So it's supposed to be a little bit lighter and a bit more ebb tide when we're racing. So,
that should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be bumpy.
And you're going to take the wing in and give her a little sponge bath?
No. Every time we've washed the wing in the last 3 years, the next day we've gone out and had a complete disaster. So we're on a strict no washing policy on Team Australia.
Is that just so you can knock off early?
No comment.
I'll leave you to it. Thanks, Carl. Good luck for the weekend. Well, we've heard from our athletes, but now I want to dive into the data because the data never lies. Interestingly, the British team, they're slower at the starts, but it takes them less time to get across the line. So they're there and they're ready to go. We know the Aussies are always pretty quick around the track, but their average speed on the stats is the highest at 58.9 kilometers per hour. So even though they're getting around the racetrack with everyone else and they weren't winning out there in practice today, their average speed is high, and I think that's why we do see the Aussies come out on top quite a lot. New Zealand, interestingly, are doing a lot of tacks. So when they're going up towards the win, they did 21 tacks as opposed to the British did 19, the Swiss only did 17, and the Danish only did 13. So 21's quite a lot, but on the downwind leg, when they're running away from the wind, they're doing less than everyone. They did 11 and the British did 14. So they're prioritizing speed on the downwinds, and upwind they're prioritizing sailing less distance. Well, that's what the data is telling us from practice racing. But don't forget that this information is all available to you over the weekend thanks to Oracle. Head to SailGPinsights.com to check it all out there. Well, from the data and what I've seen today, I should be well prepared to make predictions for this weekend, but this is definitely the hardest one of the season. But I've got no choice. I've got to put my neck on the line. I think from what I've seen, the British are sailing so well and know how to pick a shift. So I think that they're going to sneak into that final, but I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to take the win. I think they'll be in third. I think the Kiwis will be in second. And I think those Aussies, they love the pressure and they'll come out on top. Well, that's the last Tech Walk for Season 3 wrapped up. Thank you so much for following along, for all your comments along the way. I hope you're as excited as I am for this weekend's racing, and we will see you soon for the debrief.